YouTube people. So I had scheduled a live, but once I thought about it, it was just like, girl, why would you go live? Just because you finally got access to do it. And I didn't think too many people would be on my live. So I just decided to do a video instead. And my live was going to pretty much be the same way as the video. Like, I was just going to try to vibe, get to know some of my subs. Because believe it or not, y'all, I started my channel. I had a YouTube channel for some years. But when I decided to go ahead and start trying to do my YouTube journey, yeah, I didn't have a subscriber. From my video and from the reels that I've been doing, I had got over 100 subscribers and almost 4,000 views on my project video. And when I tell you there's something that I never thought that I would be able to accomplish by myself, just throwing something out there, just trying it, because I've always wanted to try to become a content creator on YouTube, but I let everything in the world discourage me. I let everything possible, every negative thought possible pop up in my head to why I wouldn't be able to do it. And it's just like, girl, you got 3 kids, you a single mama, like, who want to talk to you? Who want to hear about your life? Who want to see what you and your kids got going on a daily basis, or whatever the case may be, or who just want to see your face all the time, period. But the more I thought about it and the more I talked to my oldest child, I was just like, bruh, it's plenty of people out here like me. Of course, I got to get more comfortable on the camera, dealing with the camera, being behind the camera, being seen on the camera. I got to get used to and more comfortable with it. But with time, I feel like everything that I'm trying to do on my channel is going to be successful. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, like, but I know this is something that I wanted to do. I got a TikTok page, I got an Instagram page. Believe it or not, I just started using both of those pages when I just decided to start trying to do my stuff on YouTube. Other than that, I just had active pages on there, and I was never on there. I was always on Facebook, so of course I was promoting on there, and I was like, bruh, what if I'm doing all this? What if I'm doing all this and I don't even get a view on my video? Like, what if I'm trying to do it? I don't know. It's just always so many things in my head that pop in my head to discourage me. Put some type of fear in me to make me not want to do something that I know I've always wanted to do. And like, if you watched all my little reels and videos from when I started posting a couple of weeks ago, around the time I did the project video, you will see my little fortune cookie that I put on there, and it said something about it was something about social media. But at the time that I got the fortune cookie, like, I don't even eat Chinese, I don't even eat Asian food and stuff like this. So for me to have gotten that fortune cookie and to saying that about the social media, it totally blew my mind, because at that time I was sitting at the table in my living room, and I'm like, girl, are you really finna try to do this? Is this something that you really think you will have time enough to do? Are you willing to put time into? And the more I thought about it, and after I saw that fortune cookie, I was just like, why not? Like, either you can do good or you cannot do good. And I'm 42 years old, y'all. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. And I'm a basic person. Like, I'm raising 3 kids on my own. I got a 16-year-old daughter. She's about to be 17 in October. I got a 13-year-old son that's about to be 14 in July. Coming up very soon, matter of fact. And then I got my baby girl. She'll be 7 in November. So it's me, literally, and my 3 kids. And it's just like, I lost my first son back in 2008 when he was 2 months old. I don't know. It's like, I know I ain't the only person. Like I said on one of my first videos, I know I'm not the only person that just want to run into down to earth people. Like, people that you can vibe with, people that you can just, like, if I was to go live, I could just get on there and just talk to and get to know, and not be no extra or no drama, because like I said, I'm 42. I'm at the age where I'm trying to raise my kids, get my kids through high school, start their career, and eventually become a grandma. Like, I ain't with all this up to date stuff. All this up to date stuff, they can miss me with all it. I'm just trying to raise my kids, find love if it come, if it don't. I've been by myself the last 8 years, so it is what it is, pretty much. But I'm just trying to live my life and be happy. But at the same time, like the way you see me now, just like I say, everybody has a story. And my story, like, a lot of the stuff that I've been through, y'all, like, I seen it on TV, but I never really thought that I would be one of the ones to actually go through some stuff like that. I never thought that it would happen to me, like losing my son. I never thought that there would be something that would happen to me. I never thought that Ayaka would actually be going through most of the stuff that I done went through all the way up into now. And it's just, like in Memphis, it be so much going on. That's why I know I ain't the only person that's going through life problems. I'm not the only person that's out here struggling. But getting on social media trying to make it seem like it's the other way around. Like, I ain't out here trying to keep up with nobody. I'm trying to keep up with Ayaka. I'm trying to keep Ayaka above water for her and her 3 kids. Like, trying to get us in a better position. I'm trying to have it to where if something was to happen to me, my kids wouldn't have to worry about nothing. Like, I don't know. I feel like I think different. I think different from a lot of people out here. And that's probably why you see me just like this. Like, I'm always, like, if it's not my kids in here around me or me talking to my kids in some type of way, I'm always literally out by myself. Over the years, I really feel like this probably, like, it's not good to be an introvert. And that's why it's so hard for me to pick up the camera. That's why it's so hard for me to really just open up and talk, because this is something I'm not used to doing. I'm so, over the years, as I tried to trust people and open up to people and consider people best friends and just go through different situations and shit with people, and you like, okay, this situation would make you think that y'all could really rock, but then on the flip side of it, something happened and it show you the person true. It show you the true person, and it's just like, I done been hurt by so many people that I felt like I could trust, or I thought that I was supposed to be able to trust. It just sort of put me into a shell, and like living in Memphis, period, has put me in a shell to where, like, I've been single 8 years. The dudes that I run into, they like younger guys, because most of them think that I'm their age or close to their age, and I'm 42. I'm almost with grown kids. But those are the ones that I attract. But it's like, even if I attract dudes my age or older than me, it still seems like we not on the same frequency. We ain't on the same stuff mentally. Like, they worrying about getting between my legs, but the whole time I'm trying to see where your head is, like, what you got going, or who you staying with. You stay by yourself, because believe it or not, a lot of these Memphis dudes, they either live with baby mama or they stay at home with their mama, or they'll make up say like they staying at home with their mama because their mama's sick and all that. Like, these Memphis dudes, anybody from Memphis, you understand why I don't sort of went back into a shell, and I don't deal with it, because I'm not on that type of time no more. Like, even though it's so much messed up stuff going on around us and there's so many messed up people, I still try to install in my kids that it's still good people out here. It's still people with hearts. It's still people that would love you for you. Like, you don't have to put on no facade in front of them because they know the real you, and you don't have to worry about them just coming around trying to figure out what they can get from you. In the end, you find out they a snake. And I mean, because like, I got two older brothers, but I'm the baby. And my two older brothers, they live out of town, so it's pretty much just me. Even though we from here and I got like friends and family around, but in the end, it's just me. Like, growing up, my folks, they had that village. They had my grandmas. They had, you know what I'm saying, my aunties. They could just take us down the streets of my grandma's house and drop us out. But like this new age stuff, it's like, okay, Ayaka, you out here by yourself. What you gonna do? Because I'm the type of person, my mama, my grandma, they raised me with a big heart. They raised me to love. They raised me to, if you love somebody, you supposed to go all out. You supposed to be there 10 toes down. You supposed to be this loyal, loving person. But in these days and times, trying to be a person with a big heart, a loyal, loving person, it make you look like a fool in the end. And since I've been single, the last couple of dudes that I've tried to date, they showed me the reason why also did I stay by myself, I stay in the house, I stay away. Like, me and my kids be in our own little zone. They do their school thing. My son do his after school activities. And they back in the house. My kids ain't out here in the streets. They not doing none of the extra. When I tell you I'm a single mama that's actually trying to make it better for my kids and get us out the situation that we are currently in, and just trying to keep pushing and know that every obstacle I go through, everything that's thrown at me, that God know and He see better for me. Because if not, I feel like the devil would have been one. Because it's so much I go through on a daily basis by myself that I try to hide from my kids. I try to hide from the outside world. Like, when you see me, if you was to see me in person, or if you from Memphis and you have seen me in person, you would never see me looking like the stuff that I go through. That's one thing my mama always told me growing up. No matter what you go through, you don't never walk around looking like the shit you go through. And that's point blank period. So that's just like when me and my kids went through our bounce around / homeless stage. Me and my kids didn't ever look like what we was going through. You wouldn't have never knew that we was going through what we was going through. And just like now, all the things that I tackle by myself, all the stuff that I go through by myself, and still have to mentally be strong for my kids, still available to be able to deal with them and their problems and the things that they go through and the things that they need and they want. And it's just like, how does one person supposed to be, even though my kids look at me like I'm a super mom, because I always try my best to figure everything out, but it's just like, how does one person supposed to just keep going like this? Like, how would you cope with having to go through something like this? Or if you are going through a situation like this, how do you get through mentally without breaking down? Because over the last couple of days, I had really got to the point where I was like, girl, I was about to let this apartment go, ship my kids off, ship them off to where I don't even know. But this is the point that I was at the other day, ready to ship my kids off and just focus on me, take time to breathe and not have to worry about being a mama for a minute. And I love my babies to death. you ain't gonna too much see me without seeing my kids. Like anybody that know anytime you talk to me, my kids are somewhere around, period. Like I ain't never been one of those mamas to put my kids off on somebody so I could go to the club, or go hang out, or do none of that. Like anybody to tell you, anybody that know me would tell you it's hard to get her out the house. As much as I be saying I want to get out the house, it's hard for me to get out the house. But believe it or not, it's because I got to the point where I don't trust people. I got to the point where I'd rather not be around a big crowd because it's always something going on in the city and it's not safe. And like I said, I got 3 kids that I'm trying to live for and get this thing called life right for. And I just feel like anytime you try to do anything extra in the city, it's just way too much going on. So that's pretty much why I stay to myself. But as far as like I was saying before, the situation with me and my babies, like you will never see us looking like what we go through. And I really go through it, but I pray and I know that as much as God throw at me, He gonna also be there to see me through, and He ain't gonna never just throw something at me and just expect me to figure it out on my own. Not to know right then and there why am I having to go through what I'm going through, or be weak enough to, even though it's plenty of times I want to throw in the towel and just be like, you know what, F it, I don't care no more. Like I feel like I try to be so strong and give my all to anybody that I deal with. Over the years, it's drained me because I never found another me in nobody else that I have really ever dealt with over these last couple of years. And then it just got to the point where like everything was draining on top of the stuff that I was already mentally battling and going through on my own, that I have to deal with on a daily basis, trying to feel like I have to save everybody around me too. And I just recently got to the point where I'm like, Ayaka, you can't save everybody. Like, because at the end of the day, who do you have to save you? Like, yeah, I know God always there, but as many physical people that I have been there for, friend wise, my money wise, whatever the case may have been, I always give my last. I always try to be honest. I always just tried to be that friend until it just got so draining to me to the point where I just had to pull myself back and sort of try to start reevaluating my life to see like, girl, how can you always save everybody else? Or you can always give everybody else about advice about what they going through, but you can't never save yourself. And when the smoke clear, you always there by yourself. Like, you got to stop wanting to try to save everybody. I know my heart big as hell. And this done always been something that's done been used against me and both of my brothers because people ain't genuine nowadays. And I don't know, life is just crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot behind it. It's just like it's a long story, and I don't had a long journey, and being a single mama is something I never thought I would be because the person that I was with, me and they dad, we was together 15 years. We was together 15 years and we made them within those 15 years, and life happens. I mean, that's all I can say. Life happens, and either you gonna swim or you gonna drown. And right now, I'm sort of in between. Right now, I'm sort of in between. Have plenty good days, but with them good days, you also have plenty bad days where you just, like these last couple of days, I've literally had to pull myself up out the bed. I've literally had to make myself get up and move around just to make myself feel better. And it was like a video I was supposed to do on here probably almost a week or two ago that I had promoted. And my depression started kicking in. Like I said, it be so much going on in my little world. My depression started trying to kick back in because I got a couple of medical issues going on too. On top of trying to be superwoman for my kids. So depression started kicking in, and when I talked to my mom, she was like, you need to move around, get out, walk around, just do something. Cause as long as you sit there, you gonna continue to feel the same way that you've been feeling. And like when I get depressed, it's like a ugly depression. Like I don't want to deal with my kids. I'm laying in my room all day in the dark. I wake up, go to the bathroom, come right back in here, go right back to sleep the whole day away, and I could feel myself getting in that mode. That's why the video never came out. That's why I never did the how did you cope, because it was supposed to actually be a video about me talking about the loss of my son. And I just could never build myself up to do it. I could never find the strength to even pick up the phone. And I'm like, what am I talking to all these strangers for? Like, girl, you feel like hell, and you gonna try to really get on here and talk about some emotional stuff to some people that you don't even know, and you already feel like you on the verge of giving up right now as it is. So that's why the video never came out. I still plan on doing the video. I just had to sort of take a breather and get my mental together. So while I was in the process of doing it, I still was promoting my project video. But I still felt bad because I'm like, girl, this is something you always wanted to do. And now that you got the chance to do it, you sort of BSing. So when I seen I had my access to do my live, I wanted to do the live, but it was just something in me that wouldn't let me do it, because I'm like, okay, if I get on there and start the live, who I'm going to be talking to? If don't nobody come on there, then I'm just going to pretty much be talking to myself. So I was like, just do the video and just sort of break yourself down to your subscribers and sort of let them know where your headspace is. And like, I don't even know what direction I really want my channel to go. I just knew by doing the project video, it was going to bring other people in. Like, I done even had a couple of people that stay in my apartments leave a comment saying that they know what I was talking about because they stay over here too, or people just from my city period done start commenting on my video. But it's also started reaching other people that don't even stay in the city. It's done start going around, because like, I almost got like 4K views now, surprisingly. So that's why. And I got over 100 subscribers and started out with none. And that's what sort of pushed me to like, girl, go and get on there, and if you not gonna do the live, at least do the video to let your folks know that you are real, you a real person. But y'all, like, I don't even know what direction I really want my channel to go in, because like when I started out, I said, okay, when I do the project video, I really didn't expect to get all these views. So once I started getting out on views, I'm like, okay, what else you gonna do to try to keep people attention on your channel, and just try to get you that little sub base, even if I only end up with 5-6 subscribers that come to my lives or come interact with me to get to know me or whatever the case may, I still to be feeling like I'm winning, because these 5 other people that I didn't know and can actually get to know me get to know me for me. So I don't know, y'all. I just wanted to take this little time out to at least drop a video, since I didn't do the live, to sort of let my subs know what was going on, where I've been. I still want to possibly do the live. I want to get some feedback from my subs. Let me know if I was to go live, which I'll chime in. Would you actually get on there and engage with me, conversate? we could do a Q&A. I mean, I don't know, just throw some stuff at me, y'all. This is new to me. I'm trying to get in my comfort zone. Go back and look at my fortune cookie. I feel like that was a sign. That was pretty much the stamp on the way I had been feeling about trying to start my channel. That's why I'm trying to stay consistent. Even through my bad days, I'm still trying to stay consistent. And yeah, y'all, just keep watching your girl. It'll get better. It'll get better as I get more comfortable with actually being in front of the camera. Because I'm a very, very cool, down to earth person once you actually get to know me. And I let my wild down a little bit. So, yeah, y'all, just keep watching. Share, subscribe, like. Please keep commenting. And just keep watching for your girl. That's all I can say. Later, y'all.